Yes, we are live now. Those who are new on our channel, let me tell you one thing. I am Arun Kumar from Beautiful Mind IS, and today I am going to discuss about the paper UPSC Psychology optional paper 2, and I will discuss 10 compulsory questions. I will let you know what should be the logical design of the answer, what should be the appropriate content, and I have also discussed paper 1 yesterday, 10 questions, compulsory questions. And before I move further, let me tell you one thing. Many people will watch this video later, so they should know that I'm telling you this is very. Yesterday also I told that writing paper outside the examination hall or inside the examination hall makes a big difference. There is a lot of pressure, and under pressure you may perform at certain level, and that is your best level. So suppose I am discussing here, or one person is writing answer, so he will be writing, outside the examination hall in a very relaxed way. He can take help of chat GPT or many other things. So his or her answer will be obviously better in a structure and content and all. Don't worry about that thing if you have written mains examination. From my own experience, I can tell you that whatever things you write, in that speedy manner, that more or less, if you have knowledge, then optimal performance comes. And here is the logical design of the answers so that you could match that thing. And if you are new, you have not written, then it will empower you to how to write some answers. Let's start. And if you are new at our channel, I have given my introduction. I need not to say this thing. This paper I have taken from internet, and I'm going to discuss paper 2, and this is the question number 1. See here, distinguish hallucination and delusions with suitable examples. See, this is how plain is the question. Distinguish hallucination and delusions with suitable examples. 10 markers, so you should reach maximum 150 word. You should not cross the limit. Okay. Now come here. When I say hallucination and delusions, this thing, these are psychotic symptoms. Psychotic symptoms in psychology says that that are associated with psychotic disorder. Classically, disorder can be classified under neurotic and psychotic. So hallucinations here is what? That perception without, this thing, sensation. People suffering from psychotic disorder, particularly schizophrenia, then they often claim this thing, that they have hallucinations. They see someone. Suppose how many people are teaching you right now, discussing the things? I am the only one. Suppose one person says that 2 people are there. So other people will not agree with that, because sensation is from one. From when another one, from where it is coming? Suppose many people say that somebody is there. You can't see that, ghost kind of things. So hallucination is it refers to perceiving something without having physical sensation. So remember this thing. It is different from parapsychology. There is telepathy or clairvoyance, and many things are there. Here this is pathogenic things, that because of some nowadays it is says that one explanation is there, that because of neurological things and all, things may be complicated, but yes, you are perceiving the things without having any physical senses outside the environment. Generally our perception is based on sensation coming from the environment. Delusions are what? It is perception, remember this thing, and this is beliefs, essentially beliefs. But what kind of beliefs? Faulty, irrational, rigid. I am giving you the idea why many beliefs are there that are based on some, evidences. If you believe that something bad will happen in my life, so okay, something might have happened in your life, and then you are experiencing that. It is your belief. But suppose things are happening in a natural way, plus minus both, but you are capitalizing on this, and this belief may be, that you can say that is ordinary one, but it may be pathogenic. So without going into detail, but it says a faulty belief, rigid, and it is also not connected with the reality. So these two are things that are connected with psychotic symptoms. Now again, come here. Question is distinguish. So I am just telling you to know about this thing. Have a look on that. So distinguish hallucination, delusion with suitable examples. So don't lose your track. Focus on distinction. So what difference you find? This hallucination is all about perception. See this thing? This perception. You know this thing, it depends upon sensation plus organization plus interpretation. Okay. So this is sensation based. I have just said this thing. But what are delusions? Delusions, this perception, hallucination, this, I'm just simplifying your, or better I will start with a new, say that this hallucination and this, delusions. Make a distinction. This is about perception, this is about beliefs. This is about perception, this is about beliefs. And perception is what? Something is a procedural things. That is, you are trying to perceive something in an environment. For example, it comes in various forms. For example, hallucination, visual hallucination, visual, auditory, tactile. Likewise, as many sensory organs, as many hallucinations. See, bugs are running under my skins. They feel that this is happening. Somebody is dictating me. Somebody is talking to me. Auditory hallucination. Some sounds comes, and person say that I can see this. So this kind of is a perceptual thing. So perceptual thing is a very, and it comes in various form. I have said this thing, visual hallucination. And this thing. But delusion are what? Delusions are beliefs that are very rigid kind of beliefs, that what is truth, your own truth, it is said. Beliefs क्या होता है? Your own truth, your own theory. Delusions of persecution. Suppose wife sees that husband is talking to with someone doing whispering something. She might have this kind of delusion of persecution, that he is hatching a plan to kill me. So delusion of persecution, delusions of grandeur, many things. I have seen one person who says that I have one mission, in my life. And everybody has mission in my life. So no, I have been sent on the earth with special missions. And such person will smile on you because say that इसको क्या पता है, ये कुछ समझ नहीं रहा मेरे बारे में. So something like that. So beliefs may be of different kind, and it is about the, you can say, one's own theory, facts, but it is not connected with reality. Remember this. It doesn't have any connection with reality. It doesn't have any connection. The real test is what? that it is not connected with reality. So you should distinguish in various way. I should not discuss all the things in, delusion of persecution, delusion of grandeur, delusions of, so many delusions comes in mind, delusional thinking and beliefs. So beliefs are your own, facts और थ्योरी जिसमें आप विश्वास करते हैं. तो इसको लग के आपको डिस्टिंग्विश करना है. अगर हम ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लें तो ये कहेंगे कि ये परसेप्शन से प्रोसेस रिलेटेड चीज़ें हैं और ये जो है एक फिक्सिटी है इसमें, लेकिन दोनों जो है सिम्टम साइकोटिक सिम्टम है. सो ऑल्दो थिंग्स आर रिलेटेड बट दे डिफर इन देयर एसेंस. जैसे कि मेनी ऑफ द when you talk about perception, although it is hallucination, but sensation is not there, and organization and interpretation, and at the level of interpretation these delusional beliefs work. So things are connected also, but for analytical simplicity you can say that these are the differences. I hope you have understood. Come to the next question. I know that several individuals will watch this video later, so I have given a basic idea. I have not discussed all the point by point. You just tell this thing, that what is the essence of this thing, what is the essence of this thing. Evaluate the current status of career counseling in India. Now this question will give pain to everyone, because we know what is career counseling, how it is done, what are the tests we use in career counseling. But this is not the question. Question is here that evaluate the current status of career counseling in India. Now see this thing, for that you need to know that what is the current status of career counseling. In fact, you will come to know that when I say that this person, so maximum person is there in village area, and there at the level of school, then at the level of intermediate college, when school gets to college level, or generally 10 plus 2 is what? At this level, this is intermediate level. Generally, in what direction you want to go, this is career counseling is required here. Getting? Now question is this thing, that I have many students from south. They say, why you have taken this one, engineering? Well, engineering, I have not taken this thing. This is by default. So parents are telling that either you go for this thing or that thing. So either I take science, because why I will take, you have good, very good marks, why you will take this thing. So career counseling, so called, generally it is provided by professional, for example, you can say professional psychologist, okay, or for that matter those who have training in that field. But at this level you will find that career counseling is limited in this area, in some cases the urban area. Few schools have career counselor. So you don't say that in the beginning that what are the negative things, but I am telling that what is it is said that evaluate the status of career counseling in India. So simply career counseling is what? Giving, revealing the information about the ability and personality of the individual, so that, listen carefully, so that person could take informed decision about his or her career. I am repeating this thing. Professional helps in revealing personality and ability related information, so that person could take informed decision about the career. So career counseling is all about facilitating career related decision. This is the things you will start with. Now in evaluation you will see that school level, at the school level in village area you go in that one, to some extent suppose in DPS or in other area you will find that there are counselors, but they are largely, they if some problem arises, then the adjustment problem and all these things, then they will come and try to help the child. But as far as this is concerned, very fewer numbers are there. See the volume of the students and see the volume of the career counselor available in India. It is negligible. And moreover, it is not like that suppose demand is there, then career counselors will be there. But most of the career counseling are about by parents. Not don't say it is career counseling. Advice is given by but that may not be the scientific advice. And then once you take decision on this thing, that parents is there. Second thing, social learning. Social learning. What is social learning? That suppose you have cleared this engineering examination, my son, my daughter will also do this thing. This kind of learning is taken. So where is the career counseling? So that kind of counseling, even if counseling is done, that by one person is taking coaching in quota, so that will tell that what kind of things I should do this. Successful individuals generally give some idea to this thing, and this happens in civil service examinations. So you know this. So go at the college level and above. Then some students, seek for professional help. In the beginning I said this thing, that career counseling is all about facilitating career related decision, there are two kind of tests, ability related tests, aptitudinal and personality related tests. Very fewer things. On the one thing, the demand side is very poor. Second, need is not there. Need is there. If you ask me that what is the need, see the cost. We are developing country, so our decisions should be more prudent. Suppose a person who doesn't have any interest in engineering and he has now started pursuing coaching and enter the engineering field, suppose somehow, then what is the cost of this thing? The whole things are ruined. आप हर चीज़ ख़राब हो जाता है, पैसे की लॉस हुआ, वो उसमें कुछ एक्सेल नहीं कर सकता. You are getting? Then see this thing, and then we are developing country, इतने पैसे नहीं होते कि बार बार उसमें लगाया जाए. So that things you should discuss. So negative picture is more as far as career counseling is concerned. So इसमें देखो, I am telling you this thing, that many individual will write that RIASEC model we use, we do this kind of thing, this thing. Question वो नहीं है. देखो, evaluate the current status of career counseling in India. So you need to tell that to what extent these services are sought and to what extent it is provided and what is the problem with this. Evaluation means you give your evaluative things. You tell that what is plus and minus. So minus things is that career counseling is not very actively sought service in India, and for various reasons. We have been like that. So parents are deciding, friends are deciding, social learning and social aspirations are deciding that what career we should pursue. Even if you analyze the thing why you are pursuing civil service exams, and many of the individual would say that because of family pressure or maybe social learning and all these things. It is very few individual will be there that I have actively consulted some professional and they have. Generally it happens. See this thing, why mental health professional will give at a service to every individual? Only when some problem arises. So if there is problem, listen carefully what I am telling you. If career related problem arises, for example mismatch is there, person is not performing well, then what is the remark of the teacher? I have seen with many teachers and all, ये लड़का ना मेहनत नहीं कर रहा है, बहुत ही मेहनत नहीं कर रहा, बहुत ही आप उसको अलग से कोचिंग करवा दीजिए, अलग से ट्रेनिंग करवा दीजिए. This kind of statement is there. So even teachers are not sensitive enough to understand that what kind of problems the students are facing. Career mismatch, our personality profile, ability profile and the career we are pursuing, there should be match, otherwise maladjustment will be there. So largely, this picture is this side. From my point of view, if you write, because you have your here latitude to discuss the thing that in what direction it will go. So see this thing, evaluate the current status of career counseling in India. So you should decide that in urban area, for example, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, in public schools, there are career counselors, they are providing services, but that is not adequate enough even in urban area. And forget about rural area, they are, things are very clumsy. So you should write in that way. I have, as far as keyword is concerned, I have told you that that is why I am repeating again and again. We must tell this thing that career counseling is all about counseling people to take informed decision about the career. But yes, at the level of when you go after college, when you pursuing something, suppose you are at the organization for organizational related career, suppose you are in TCS or somewhere and then you get some help, so that in what direction you should go. Suppose you are a software engineer, then in what direction you should move further, what is the demand of the market and all these things, you can take this thing. So that is a at a higher level of this thing, but at the fundamental level the situation is not very satisfactory in India. So this is evaluations. Come forward. Here, what is ergonomics? Explain the benefits of ergonomics in the workplace with suitable example. You can see this thing, how linear is the question, how clear is the question. If you are not writing properly, it means you lack knowledge. Otherwise, kitna saaf question hai. See this thing, what is ergonomics, and explain the benefits of ergonomics in the workplace with suitable examples. In my class, I had discussed a lot of things about that thing, but let me tell you one example here, that it is not required to give very standardized definition for something, that what is ergonomics. Ergonomics is the science of design. You know this. So ergonomics, study of this thing. If you analyze this thing, that question, don't lose your track. So what is ergonomics? This is science of design. What is the meaning of that? All economics or other X are like some science. So science of design. So see how productivity and efficiency can be improved by using ergonomics. Design. Let me tell you how you should proceed this thing. You can say that a study of design or science of design. I can see. I am just writing its meaning. You can elaborate. Now here, see this. When there was after industrial revolution, what was there? Productivity, efficiency in product and services, whatever things we produce during industrial revolutions. So what was the things that in F.W. Taylor, scientific management influence, he was the American psychologist, he made this point. What was the things that performance will improve in part with technology? See this thing, you are using higher technology, the performance will be better. So technology is one thing. Technology will multiply your performance. You are reading. Suppose I am teaching here, I am writing on simple board and now I am writing on digital board. Whatever differences you find is because of the technology. Suppose I am teaching the same thing, but performance is better on this board, so you can say that it is because of the technology. Okay. Then came that what is the other factors? The other factor was then with the available technology, your graph will, performance graph will what? You are using the better technology, your performance graph is going up. Okay. Now, at certain level, there come plateau. Then comes what? Training. See, first factor is technology, second factor is training. In Japan, bullet trains operators, they were interviewed that you are giving very high level of performance. So it is because of your technology. So because technologically you are advanced. So most of the drivers and system operators said, no sir, technology plus training. Training is also important things. So training makes that more efficient and productive. Okay. But after that, if you add technology and training, then also suppose this is the level. So now this difference again plateau come. Then F.W. Taylor came in the picture. He said that can be improve performance by doing something else. So he said that we can do this thing by using, just by changing the design of the things. Suppose you are writing with the pen, okay? and in 1 hour you write certain number of words. Suppose in 5 minutes you write 1 pages, and there are 250 words, suppose, or 200 words. Okay, just I am putting here a grip, I am changing the design, and I have given the pen. Now you use this pen, and with the change of design, now you are writing 225 words rather than 20 words. So what you will say? So because of the, not technology is same, training is same, but just I have changed the design of the apparatus, instrument, workplace, and that is adding to the efficiency of the productivity of the things. So when you talk about when you talk about productivity, in part it is because of the technology, in part it is about training, and in part it is because of the design. In Western Electrical Company, Hawthorne studies is there. You might have, if you are a student of psychology, you might have gone through. Then this is how the design was changed, lightning, that how much should be the light. Just by changing the light, and productivity was different. So this has been experimentally tested, that how performance, all about this is productivity will come from the performance. So yeah, this is actually a performance equation. So that 3 factors are there. So when the ergonomics is there, when design is improved, and that I have given you the simple example of a pen, then it adds to the performance, and that is very important things to note. So here, what example you can give example of the AK-47. See the 303 rifles, and now AK-40. Technology is also different, and design is also different. It is much easier to carry. It is lightweight. Many things, much gripping is better. Many of the IPS officers say, I have not seen that one. Anyway, one of my students say that, even she was telling that ये बहुत ही मक्खन का जैसा चलता है. तो इसी लड़कियों को मैंने सुना था कुछ दूसरी बातें करते हैं, अब तो कहता है AK-47 तो बहुत अच्छा चलता है. So because of the design also, design is now better. What is ergonomics? You have seen science or study of science, that how by changing the design of the workplace, design of the operators, design of instrument, we can bring about changes in the performance. Explain benefits of ergonomics at the workplace with the suitable example. So the workplace में आप अगर lightning change किया आपने, designing change किया, suppose ergonomics chair is there, I'm using that chair, and suppose in normal chair I feel that I can in one go I can sit 3 hours. So for example, and with the ergonomic chair I am over there I'm performing for 4 hours. So 1 hour change in performance will be attributed to design technology, ergonomics. Getting? So you should this one. Write a note on transference versus countertransference in the context of psychodynamic therapy. Write a notes on transference and countertransference in the context of psychodynamic therapy. See this thing. Now, psychodynamic therapy is here. This, I need not to repeat the things. This is a therapist, and this person is suppose client, or you can say patient. Better you say, Rahin Roger here term is to say client. Now see this thing in psychodynamics therapy, you know this thing that it works within the framework of Sigmund Freud theory of personality traditionally, and that Sigmund Freud theory of personality have several things. For example, resistance, transference, there are insight. I think you are aware of this. All things should not be written. I say here literally you should tell that what is transference. Transference is a very important you can say development in psychotherapy, so-called psychoanalysis, that during psychosexual stages, suppose you have not been treated properly by the parents and you have hostility towards your parents. Now during and many of the things you have repressed over there. Now, as a therapist, I am providing you therapy, and during the discussion, you show a lot of hostility towards me. In interaction, you maybe as adult, you maybe as child, you maybe as parents. Getting? So as a person, suppose here, parent, you may treat me as an authority and parents figure, and you start transferring a lot of things that you have experienced at the first place during psychosexual development stage. Getting? Suppose parents were very harsh during phallic stage or anal stage or oral stage. So at the whole things are unconscious process. So don't ask this question. The छोटे बच्चे कितना aware होंगे? So whole conscious unconscious thing is that. So you are unconsciously. The patient is not doing it deliberately. So throwing the load of that one, that kind of hostility and aggression onto this thing. This is called transference. This patient is called transference. So this is a psychodynamic phenomena of every individual, that during friendship talk also we do this kind of thing. Wherever we meet with authority, we do this kind. It is only in the contextual. This therapeutic setting is there. Under therapeutic setting, this is happening, but this happens in other kind of social interactions also. Remember this thing. आप जहाँ कहीं भी बड़े लोगों से करेंगे ना मैच, तो वो वाला बात आ जाता है कि मेरे साथ बड़े लोगों ने मेरे साथ बुरा किया ऐसे. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स कम्स, एंड दिस पर्सन इज नॉट गॉड. सो एट आइदर इज ए एक्शन और रिएक्शन, ट्रांसफरेंस एंड काउंटर ट्रांसफरेंस. If you are throwing the load onto this person, this person may throw back to several things. This person is from client to therapist. So this person also, this is a highly unconscious. Remember this thing, unconscious. But this person, knowingly unknowingly, we can say this person also throw on some load onto the patient. It is a very realistic, psychodynamic things. See, therapy, this person is not कृष्णा और राम और अल्लाह, जो कुछ नहीं है, ये भी इंसान ही है. और आप कह सकते हो कि अगर एक हार्ट पेशेंट होता है तो डॉक्टर को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है कि नहीं होता है. डायबिटीज के लोग डॉक्टर भी होते हैं, so they are aware and they are treating their problem. Something like that. This person has got some problem. Okay, so this person is not, therapist is also not a foolproof person. वो एकदम perfect personality. कई लोगों को लगता है, this is not like that. So person may be defensive, may be reactive, and all the reactions that goes from therapist side to client side is called transference. And transference is a key development in understanding, where is the root cause of the problem, what was the problematic things during psychosexual development that person is using so many defenses. That is why Sigmund Freud said that only mature individual, psychosexually mature individual means one who is not like that he or she doesn't have any problem in life, but person who is aware of his own weaknesses, who own defenses, own shortcomings, that person will become a good psychoanalyst. Psychoanalyst वो नहीं हो सकता कि जो एकदम भगवानी हो, लेकिन वो होगा जिसको अपने बारे में पता है कि हाँ मैं ऐसा करता हूँ. मैं कभी कभी ज़्यादा गुस्सा हो जाता है मुझे, कभी कभी मेरे अंदर ना मैं भी बहुत ही रिएक्ट कर देता हूँ चीज़ों पे. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स इज काउंटर ट्रांसफेरेंस, एंड डेफिनेटली ट्रांसफेरेंस will be effective in resolving unconscious conflict related to sexual and aggressive conflict of this person only when therapist understand and work out with his own counter transference tendency. Understood? So this is largely, listen carefully, this is largely the therapeutic power of the therapist and therapeutic instrument for himself. जैसे कहते हैं ना कि अगर आप खुद हाइजेनिक रहोगे तभी तो दूसरे को हाइजेनिक चीज़ें कर रहे हो, तो वही चीज़ है ये कि मेंटल हाइजीन, इफ दिस पर्सन इज मेंटेनिंग एट दैट लेवल दैट कि हाँ मुझे गुस्सा आएगा तो मैं रोक दूंगा थेरेपी को, बट ठीक है. कभी कभी in counseling session I also say that कई सर मुझे थोड़ा कुछ पूछना है या like that in our institute provide teaching treatment and research kind of things, तो वो कभी कभी वो चीज़ें जब आती है तो मैं कहता मैं भी नहीं बता सकता, मुझे कुछ ही कन्फ्यूज़न हो रहा है बहुत सारा. सो वही सही कही दैट अभी मुझे ही काउंसलिंग की ज़रूरत हो रही है. कई बार आप कह सकते हो कि अरे मैं तो खुद ही डिप्रेस हूँ, अभी कुछ नहीं कर सकता. सो क्योंकि यू आर ए साइकोलॉजिस्ट, यू आर ए प्रोफेशनल, यू आर डिप्रेस. अगर कोई बोलता है तो समझो एक नंबर का इडियट है वो. कोई भी हो सकता है, वो भगवान नहीं है. सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस थिंग. कम फॉरवर्ड. सो यू शुड मिक्स. थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो जाता है. सो आई विल गो स्पीडली एंड कम फॉरवर्ड टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. 1D. See, describe revolving door phenomena in the context of community-based mental health service. So again, here is a googly kind of things. अभी तो कोई चैट जीपीटी करके समझ लेगा कि रिवॉल्विंग डोर फिनोमिना क्या होता है, लेकिन आप इफ यू रीड द कॉमन बुक यू विल नॉट फाइंड कम अक्रॉस विद दिस टर्म रिवॉल्विंग. दिस अ न्यू काइंड ऑफ टर्म दैट इज बीइंग यूज्ड और बहुत ही पॉपुलर नहीं है. पता नहीं यूपीएससी क्यों इसको यूज़ किया, बट ये रिलैप्सेस को दिखाता है. अगर आप टेक्निकली यूज देखें तो डिस्क्राइब रिवॉल्विंग डोर फिनोमिना इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ कम्युनिटी बेस्ड मेंटल हेल्थ सर्विसेज. लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग दैट रिसेंटली एवहास जो सहादरा में, दिल्ली सहादरा में जो मेंटल हॉस्पिटल है, बहुत सारे लोग डिस्चार्ज हुए वहाँ से. देन दे वर वेटिंग फॉर द डॉक्टर्स वेर वेटिंग, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर वेर वेटिंग दैट दे विल देयर नियर डियर वन विल कम, फैमिली विल कम टू टेक this person back home. You will be surprised to know that fewer people came to take those individuals, and this is in public domain. So what would happen to such patients? Suppose I am patient, I have overcome my problem. Again I am in the same society where there is joblessness, there is poverty, there is so many problems in life, and stress are there. So what happens then in community based psychology try to address the mental health problem at the community level by addressing systemic problem, by addressing the grassroots problem, that what is causing. Suppose community is not very united, they do not interact with each other, communicate with each other. So simply by enhancing community communications, आपस में बात लोग ज़्यादा करना शुरू करें, mental health problem नीचे चला जाता है. You are getting, see this thing. कम्युनिटी मेंबर हैव जस्ट स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग मोर, एक दूसरे से हेलो हाई करना शुरू कर देते, एक दूसरे से पूछना शुरू कर देते, देन प्रॉब्लम गोज डाउन. सो कम्युनिटी साइकोलॉजिस्ट ट्राई टू वर्क ऑन दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, दैट व्हाट आर द कम्युनिटी फोर्सेज दैट कुड बी मोबिलाइज टू इनहेंस मेंटल हेल्थ थिंग. अदरवाइज ओनली क्लिनिकल मॉडल विल नॉट वर्क, दैट क्लिनिक में आए, दवाई लिए या काउंसलिंग लिए, वापस तो आपको उसी फील्ड में रहना है. सो वाई नॉट वी शुड चेंज द कम्युनिटी फोर्सेज टू गेट रीड ऑफ दिस प्रॉब्लम. जैसे very deadly emotion is what? Loneliness, अकेलापन शहरों में. And now see this thing, what is that? A sociologist is Weiss, W-E-I-S-S, Weiss. She has written a book, Loneliness. See this thing, what is loneliness? It is not just the absence of social relationship in dictionary. People have a sense of companionship. When this need is not fulfilled, then person feel what? Lonely. And there are social loneliness also, isolation and emotional isolation also. People may be around and you may feel lonely, and that may result mental health problems. So in that book, research book, the writer Weiss, I have said, he is a sociologist also. He or she, check that one. Then that causes problem. So if loneliness is addressed at the level of community, then it enhances this. I am giving you background knowledge. Now see, they can describe revolving door phenomena. It is about the revolving. See, suppose I am mental patient have been. Now I come out of this thing. So I am coming out from this phase, and again I am going to I am interacting in the society, but community forces are not very supportive. Life is full of stress. एक कोई मुझसे बात नहीं करता, I am not able to find a job, then what would happen? Again the door will open. जो अभी बाहर करके मुझे क्लोज हुआ, so फिर से ओपन होगा मेरे लिए, मैं भी जा रहा हूँ, फिर से इलाज कराऊंगा. I will seek help of the doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever. सी दिस थिंग रिवॉल्विंग डोर फिनोमेना। तो ये अभी आप कह सकते हो कि इसको तो कोई लिख देगा, अभी मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रवचन दे दूँ आपको, लेकिन ये डिस्टर्ब करेगा एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में। तो माई एडवाइस इज दैट इफ दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स डोंट बॉदर अबाउट दैट थिंग, वट एवर थिंग्स कम्स इन योर माइंड टू द बेस्ट ऑफ योर नॉलेज यू जस्ट डिस्कस। तो रिवॉल्विंग डोर फिनोमेना यही है इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ कम्युनिटी मेंटल हेल्थ सर्विसेज। तो रिलैप्सेस जो होते हैं ना वो एक्चुअली क्या है, आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं, एक सर्किल सा बन जाता है, एक जैसे होता है ना एक अब दिस मेटाफोरिकल थिंग्स हैज बीन यूज्ड if the same thing is told that why cases of relapses is more, why person is seek the same services again and again, you would have answered very well. So ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को आप मान लो कि कुछ गूगली टाइप की परेशान करने के लिए आपको दे दिया मैंने। So even if you are not aware of this thing, you can write with your common sense. चलो ये थोड़ा गलत होगा तो हो, लेकिन उससे आपका बहुत ज़्यादा मार्क्स नीचे नहीं जाना। I can let me tell you one thing, मिताली सेठी she got 302 marks I think that time. She left, अभी public domain में you can see this thing that she didn't complete the whole paper 2 में छूट गया उस, and see the got how much marks she got. So कभी कभी होता है कि कुछ चीज़ें उतना उस लेवल का नहीं आया तो ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन तब भी आगे मार्क्स तो आ ही जाते हैं, ऐसा क्या है। कम दिस साइड। सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस थिंग दैट रिवॉल्विंग डोर फिनोमिना का क्या कॉन्सेप्ट था। कम फॉरवर्ड। नाउ आई विल डिस्कस 5 क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 दिस। I can notice a few individuals are there and people will watch later. I am doing my work, I am helping to understand this thing. See, just give me one minute. I am having water. See, again don't cross the word limit, so we go direct, and for your knowledge I am giving you, so some you should connect your answer with the background also. This is always advisable. So if you connect this thing, then the content comes in continuity, and then you are able to make your point clear. Be precise but connect with the background knowledge also. So here is that explain multi-level marketing with the help of suitable examples. How simple is the question? देखो आपको एक गूगली मिला था ना, so you said that I do not know answer of this question. So why not you overperform here? Getting? So it is about the quality. If in most of the answers, suppose your quality is good, what happens? It doesn't matter that on certain questions your performance is average or below average. It doesn't matter. Sum total will be like that. Getting? So I think I should not discuss, but let me multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing, you will discuss what is multi-level marketing and what you should tell. That I remember. Let me give you one example, live example. One of my students got selected, and that time I am talking about in 2000. It was I think 2010 when I established a beautiful mind at Old Rajendra Nagar. So that time she came and she told me that don't ask my name. That sir you should buy this membership. MBA वो होता था उस समय है ना, तो क्या बोलेंगे, some product you will be able to take directly from the company and all, and this is the direct benefit. So margin बीच वाला जो लेता है शॉपकीपर वगैरह वो नहीं होगा, तो आपको सस्ते में प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा. This was the thing. And second thing is that how many members you connect with this network, that will the revenue will be shared. See this. So this is a hierarchy, multi-level marketing. So one line is coming, that is for that you are more product you consume, buy, you have benefit also, and if you sell that product with other individuals you will have benefits, but the more benefit will come from that members also. That suppose you have connected 4 people, so whatever profit they earn, that will be shared with the other individuals. जो हायरार्की में ऊपर से जैसे लिंक है, that मल्टी लेवल मार्केटिंग will explore. I think it is too simple that I should comment on that. But now question is this one, that explain multi-level with the help of suitable. So it is explain how it works. So work is not directly that it direct, because you are taking the things from directly from the company, then profit is here. And second one, that the network of people who are working over there and consuming the product also, selling the product also. So members, आपने जो बनाया और आप जिसको बने, सपोज हम मानते हैं कि यहाँ से हम बनाते चले, सो इफ you will have more hands. Concept is more hands, and if it keep expanding, then things will be exponential. तो लोग आपने देखा होगा on YouTube they say that you have Safari, you have this आपके पास कौन सी कार है, मेरे पास मर्सिडीज है, मेरे पास ये है, ऐसे करके बताते रहते हो लोग. Just they are selling the things. So this is the criticism that they actually, I said this thing, and what is that thing? With the help of my own experience, I can tell you that multi-level marketing is an absolute concept, and this work in other Western culture to some extent. अच्छे रिजल्ट दिए इसने. When it came to Asia and India in particular, then cultural resistance भी है. जैसे कि मैं say, I said my student that if you are asking me to buy this thing, I will take membership, but remember, I will never tell anyone to buy this product or to become a member of this one. Well, why? Well, because suppose on one Sunday I visit a relative or friends, and if he by chance comes to know that I am here not to meet him or with feeling of companionship or something, but just to sell the product and make me a member of this ambit, what would happen? हम लोग इंडिया में रिश्ते जो है थोड़े पैसे खर्च हो जाए तब भी बनाते हैं, लेकिन तोड़ते इस तरह से नहीं करते. मतलब हमारा थोड़ा लॉस हो जाए लेकिन रिलेशनशिप को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करते. So see the cultural differences I am talking about. The MLM profit based, profit. But where is the values? Cultural value interfere with this thing. And so this is the reason. अभी आप देखो MLM बहुत सारे लोग बात करते हैं, but अभी लोगों में awareness आया कि that it will not work. I will not do. So nowadays there are not many of the people who have been connected with this thing. अब वो हट गए हैं कहीं से. तो बट येस टू सम एक्सटेंट इन सम सर्विसेज जहाँ पे अच्छे हैं वो काम करते हैं. इसका क्रिटिसिज्म क्या है कि द मेजर बेनिफिट्स कम टू द गोज टू द पीपल हु आर एट द एपेक्स. द रेस्ट पीपल आर दे आर जस्ट स्ट्रगलिंग एंड जस्ट ड्रीमिंग एंड दे आर नॉट वेरी प्रोडक्टिव. गेटिंग? सो यू शुड डिस्कस इन दिस वे. एनीवे, आई विद द हेल्प ऑफ वन एग्जाम्पल्स, सुटेबल एग्जाम्पल्स था तो मैंने बताया, एंड आई हैव ऑल्सो गिवन माई ओन एक्सपीरियंस. सो यू कैन राइट इन योर ओन वर्ड कि वैल्यूज़ जो है, कल्चरल वैल्यूज़ और नॉर्म्स एंड बिलीव्स have their impact on the this MLM model, multi level marketing model. Come forward this thing. थोड़ा टाइम ज़्यादा हो रहा है इसलिए जल्दी करते हैं. B, describe the psychological approaches that can utilize, motivate disadvantaged group to move forward, move toward development. So I think this kind of things are very simple. That again you just have a double look. That describe the psychological approaches that can be utilized to motivate. Remember this thing. Here is motivate. So focus on motivation. जिसका भी पेपर है उसने motivation पे focus किया है. Disadvantage group towards development. Now you have knowledge of the different theory of motivation. Getting? Suppose I am dealing with this disadvantaged group. So I can first I will say that Prashant Kishore is there, PK in Bihar. He say that आप ज़िंदगी में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हो, आपके पास एजुकेशन होना चाहिए, आपके पास पैसे होने चाहिए, तभी आप कर सकते हो. तो you should go for education, you earn for education. आपको हर हालत में एजुकेशन को परस्यू करना होगा. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट यू चेंज योर पॉलिटिकल एटीट्यूड. व्हाई ही इज टेलिंग, ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट he is educating, trying to motivate disadvantage, many of the disadvantage. So I am talking about that what is the way to motivate. Motivational principle. You can utilize principle of motivation. of motivation. See, I'm talking about one thing. That cognitive principle of motivation says one of the important theory, in organizational theory or somewhere, you say that goal and path theory, you say that reason motivates. Reason motivates. What does it mean? They say, why you should do this thing? Why you should? I have taken a contemporary example. Prasad Kishore is telling, or some other political party say, why you should do this thing? So, when you have a reason, we are human being, are rational being. We feel motivated from that side. He is making political appeal that to Muslim voters, why you are voting just on the under the influence of fear कि BJP आ जाएगी. Why not directly you go and vote for your development? Who will give these kind of things? Whom I will vote? See this thing. So reason motivates. I am talking about the principles. So-called specific goals motivate. With the same example I say, अपने बच्चों को देखकर वोट करिए, and vote करने के बाद development will be that you will measure your development, that to what extent I am getting opportunity for my child. So goal motivates, reason motivates. I am giving you, connecting with some contemporary example. You can connect with this thing. But basically I am talking about cognitive principle. These are what? Cognitive principle. Cognitive principle of motivation. Many people might be confused that, okay, I have heard about the Potter-Lawler model, Broom model, this kind of model, that model. See, those process model do involve cognitive principles. In see this thing. So disadvantaged person is there. So if this person, this person is to be motivated. So what should be the principle for that? तो उसके लिए आपने देखो कि रीजन मोटिवेट गोल. बिहार सरकार ने लड़कियों के लिए एक स्कीम चलाया था, साइकिल स्कीम, and now it has been adopted by many states also. See, this empowering approach. So what motivates? If you have dream, it will not motivate. Dreamers are achievable, okay, but you should have resources also. You should have path also. So behavioral principles are also there. Behavioral principles that reinforcement motivates. Reinforcement motivates. You know this thing, that if a girl child is getting graduate degree, then government is giving monetary reward like 50,000 rupees. See this? So I will be motivated to do this thing. Suppose a girl child will be motivated to do that. And then अगर आप जॉब में जाएगा तभी तो एजुकेशन हो जाए. If you clear this 10th level examination with this much, you will get this thing. So this kind of thing. Why are you taking example of Bihar? See the development, disadvantage. Bottom में कौन आता है? बिहारी तो आ रहा है. So I have taken example from there. So you can take example from anywhere. I am not telling that you must take example from there, but I have given this example. Reinforcement motivate. This is a behavioral principle. You know this thing. This is cognitive principles. You mention that thing, but you must emphasize principles. Getting measures no on what principle it is based. How will you motivate? And then if one principle, see, goal and path theory, that school तो जाना है लेकिन जाना है कैसे? So now you have cycles. Social principle of say participation motivates. There are no social principle of motivation. If my community members are doing the same thing, I cannot be indifferent. Participation motivates. So there are so many principles of motivation that you might have gone through in paper 1 and organizational psychology paper 2 and all. You can apply and you can make use of that. Getting? इट इज रेडीमेड आंसर के जैसे चक्कर में मत रहो. आप अपने तरीके से इसको ड्राफ्ट कर सकते हो. यू कैन थिंक ऑफ योर ओन कंटेम्प्रोरी एग्जाम्पल्स एंड ऑल दिस, देन यू विल फील गुड. वो आपको लगेगा नहीं कि मैंने रट के आंसर किया है. एनीवे, तो नेक्स्ट वन इज द डिस्क्राइब द साइकोलॉजिकल अप्रोचेस टू मोटिवेट. सो साइकोलॉजिकल, कॉग्निटिव प्रिंसिपल, बिहेवियरल प्रिंसिपल, कम्युनिटी प्रिंसिपल, आई हैव अप्लाइड दैट. And now see what is implicit prejudices. How does it differ from explicit prejudice? Explained with suitable examples. Prejudices are unjustifiable negative attitude towards some group and their members. You know this. It is a group level phenomena. कोई नहीं कह सकता कि suppose I have bad experience with another individuals at my parking and then I have negative attitude toward that. It is not prejudices. Prejudices are learned from the group and for the group. जैसे कि women are like that. Being a member of society, I am from male group and I am talking about some female and I have taken all these things from social learning, from norms, values, from social learning. I have taken this, I have internalized this. So out of socialize, we may learn this. There are two kind of prejudice. Prejudices are unjustifiable negative attitude towards a group and the member. But remember, it is not individual level phenomena. आपका मेरे प्रति negative attitude है. It doesn't mean that you are prejudiced. It is not individual. Just see, you are comfortable with me or I am comfortable with you. The moment I come to know, you come to know that I am a Hindu by my name or something, and you may have this thing. See, Lebanon, and moment the person comes, suppose he is there and then his name is something that Ali Cohen. Ali Cohen का नाम सुना है ना आपने? वो एक स्पाई था, तो वो इजरायली वो था. Now suppose you come to know that he is from Israel and then your whole prejudices will be in action. India, Pakistan, whole prejudices will come in action. Caste, inter-caste prejudices will action. There are two kind of things. One, you are aware of, and second thing, we are not. So sometimes educated individuals and people like you and me claim that, oh, we are educated, we do not discriminate. We do not discriminate. Now see this thing, what happens when you meet with someone, then you claim that I am not a prejudiced individual. If somebody tell you that you are prejudiced, you feel offended. But there are tests, certain tests. आपको ये कहा गया कि that video game में there are blacks also and white also, and दोनों criminals हैं. You are a police person. Now shoot that person. तो ज़्यादा एमिंग आपने किस पे किया है ये देखो. यू आर सपोज आई एम ए वाइट पर्सन इन यूएसए स्टडीज ऐसा था, तो ज़्यादा लोग एम ब्लैक पे करते थे. सी दिस थिंग, देर आर एवरेजली बोथ नंबर आर सेम, बट वाई यू आर फोकसिंग मोर ऑन ब्लैक? इम्प्लिसिट. उसी तरीके से ब्लैक एंड वाइट बोथ कमिट सम क्राइम, then if somebody if they come to know that black has committed this crime, they prescribe more severe punishment as a game के रूप में. So these are the, it is called implicit association test. So there are many tests that claim to reveal that people have some disliking for the group. They are aware, this is conscious one, but there are other part they are not aware. But if it is tested indirectly, it becomes clear that that person is having this. This is called implicit prejudices. I hope you are aware of that. अगर आपने you have gone through social psychology book, you must be aware of that thing, that it is there. So here you say what is implicit prejudice, how does it differ from explicit? Explain with suitable example. I have given this thing. So discuss the impact of rapid technological growth and degradation of environment in the Indian context. In the Indian context. So these are applied psychology papers. So you can put an example, Say discuss the impact of rapid technological growth on degradation of environment in the Indian context. India is the now largest in population. Now see this thing, that how much is the noise pollution because of this technology. There were cases that loudspeaker यहाँ नहीं बजेगा because ये मस्जिद है, ये मंदिर है, something like that you can say that. Now every mobile person users are using go in train, travel by train and see this thing कि कितना ring बजता है रात में. It is a sleeping time for most passengers, but see this thing, the ringtones are this thing at different interval you will find, you will hear, and that is so annoying. The people do not have, see India largest population, volume is largest, and then see this thing that we are not well educated, or you can say हमारा एजुकेशन लेवल भी कम है, हम ट्रेंड भी नहीं है, हम उतने ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में, तो हम अलग अलग तरीके से करते. कई लोग तो they will talk on the phone, see if you are aware of this thing, on a speaker. Go in village area, and when relatives come to the house, they from the village, they will talk on phone by keeping a speaker on. अरे भाई आप बात करो, मुझे क्यों सुना रहे हो? It all these things. Do you think that it adds to noise pollution? Yes, it does. Second thing, that use of garbage. It was said that America is the largest garbage producer, per capita garbage there, and here now see the volume. In volume, okay, still USA is one of the top country, but what about India? What about, see, if you want to see the condition in metro, go in Gazipur at Delhi and see the mountain of the garbage. You will see that because of technological growth, we are using so many things. अमेजन से चीज़ें आ रही है, नया फ़ोन आ रहा है, उसके गार्बेज हैं, पुराने फ़ोन को डंप कर दिया, वो चीज़ें हैं, मेडिकल गार्बेज है, ऑल थिंग्स आर डम्प्ड ओवर देयर, एंड देन इट इज़ नॉट being recycled, or you can say addressed, disposed in a proper manner, and then the whole mountain of the garbage is over there. Don't you think that it is affecting our environment? So Indian context में ही आपको बताना है, टेक्नोलॉजिकल ग्रोथ के कारण से, getting degradation of environment से. You have you say that many of the things are there in mobile phone that is not good for environment. You have used one phone, अभी iPhone यूज़ किया, कभी कुछ किया, and now you have taken iPhone 16, where other phone has gone. कई लोगों ने फ़ोन को डंप कर दिया, कहीं रीयूज़ में तो हर चीज़ नहीं है, तो वो आप जो चाहता है, don't you think that it adds to the stressor of the earth and environment? So our pro-environmental behavior is compromised because of this technology. Technology can recycle many things, but see this thing, and naturally if bulk is being produced at the larger level, very high level, how it could be recycled or it could be balanced. So कहते हैं कि पूरे शहर जो हमारे सेकंड टायर, थर्ड टायर सिटी है, मेट्रो को तो छोड़ो, वो सब हाफ रहे हैं, their lungs are now overloaded. See, air pollution, water pollution, टेक्नोलॉजी के कारण मैं बता रहा हूँ. You are using technology, and because of this technology, see this thing, you are going in space also. तो यहाँ तो इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट की बात हो रही, हम नहीं जाते ज़्यादा, लेकिन वी आर मूव बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ऑल. वी हैव हाई स्पीडिंग कार, वी हैव वॉल्यूम ऑफ द कार देखो कितना ज़्यादा है, एंड सी द पॉल्यूशंस, इट हाउ मच इट एड टू आवर पॉल्यूशन. दिल्ली का भी दिवाली में क्या हाल होता है जानते ही हो आप. द होल ईयर विल बी लाइक दैट. सो ऑल दिस थिंग एग्जाम्पल यू शुड साइट टू मेक दैट हाउ दिस टेक्नोलॉजी is adding to the pollutants to environment, which in turn is affecting health and happiness of the individuals. See, discuss the impact of the technology and degradation on the environment in Indian context. Environment को खराब कर रहा है, लेकिन which in turns is what is happening. You are using refrigerator, you are using many of the things. See the temperature of this year. दिल्ली का कितना टेम्परेचर था. नाउ so see what is happening. So it is said, it is now well connected that it is effect of climate change, global warming, all these things are there. But direct impact and broad manner is that direct and indirect remote impact is also there. Okay. Now I'm cutting long story short. I hope if you have taken coaching of psychology and you have gone through psychology properly, so definitely you will understand all these things I have said. How environmental human behavior influences environment, or how environment influences human behavior. There is a reciprocal relationship. So our behavior have profound impact on the on environment, which in turns will affect our own environment impact. This is reciprocal relationship. And without suppose you have just gone through NCERT book, so it will not help you. But you should, because this syllabus is of master degree, honors and master degree. So don't expect that only one book from paper 2 and one book from paper 1 will be sufficient to master all the syllabus. ऐसा होता है क्या? ना तो हिस्ट्री में होता है, ना तो पॉलिटिकल साइंस में होता है, ना तो साइकोलॉजी में होता है. You should read about that thing. Nowadays you have enough content. You have ChatGPT, you have many other sources. तो अब तो बहुत ही आसान हो गया. हमारे टाइम से तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट था कि रिसोर्स, अभी कोई कदर मटेरियल नहीं है तो आप हंस सकते हो. एंड डिस्कस द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ रैपिड टेक्नोलॉजिकल ग्रोथ हो गया. टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट द रोल ऑफ आइडियोलॉजी इज क्रिटिकल फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग टेररिज्म. This is a very important thing. There are several pillars that you can say that add to the terrorism. Terrorism is a philosophy. Philosophy of, you can say, ism. Every ism. Secularism is a philosophy. Terrorism, socialism, capitalism, all ism is a philosophy. Getting? So terrorism is a philosophy, and it has several rooting. When there are factorial things, when one thing is not there. So one factor is that suppose one leader is like that ओसामा बिन लादेन. अब हमें बहुत ही फेमस लगता है मुझे कि एलटीटी वाज द फर्स्ट ग्रुप. अभी हम उसको जज नहीं करेंगे कि वो तमिल अच्छे थे या सिंगला अच्छे थे. मैं बता रहा हूँ कि एलटीटी वाज द फर्स्ट ग्रुप टू यूज सुसाइड बॉम्बर. अभी हमास का ग्रुप देख लो या कुछ. आई थिंक वन लेडी इज दैट लैला खालिद. शी हैज़ रिटन बुक माई पीपल मस्ट शैल लिव. शी वॉज द फर्स्ट आई थिंक लेडी हु हाईजेक्ड a plane for the exchange of some captives. किसी को छुड़ाना था और जब उसको ब्रिटेन में पकड़ लिया गया तो फिर एक प्लेन हाईजेक हुआ और फिर लैला खालिद को छुड़ाया. सी इज अलाइव. सी हैज रिटन अ बुक माई पीपल शैल लिव. So see the thing, what was the philosophy? What makes a person subscribe to this philosophy? Question is this. और वो फिलॉसफी का कितना रोल होता है भी. सपोज हम उतना दूर तक नहीं जाते तो सम रेडिकलाइजेशन इज देयर. दिस फिलॉसफी टॉक्स अबाउट इन ब्लैक एंड वाइट. जैसे प्रभाकरन वुड से दैट तमिलियन के विमेन को, बच्चे को जिस तरीके से कहा जा रहा है, व्हाट इज लाइफ, इज दिस लाइफ, हम लोग ये करने के लिए आए. उसी तरह हमास कहेगा कि हम ये करने के लिए. इजराइल भी कहता है अपने जगह, देखो वी आर जस्ट वायलेंस इज बीइंग डन बाय स्टेट, तो वो टेररिज्म नहीं है. ये तो हमेशा रहा. भगत सिंह को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, फ्रीडम फाइटर कर लें, लेकिन आज भी ब्रिटिश साइकोलॉजिस्ट क्या कहिए, हिस्टोरियन क्या कहते, टेररिस्ट. तो ये तो डिबेट रहेगा. बट नाउ क्वेश्चन इज दैट टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट दिस philosophy, psychology, within the framework of psychology, you say that how this mind get altered from this thing. What is the role of ideology? So see, ideology is something. Every ideology is a philosophy, and that has some beliefs. कसाब को क्या बताया गया था? That this life is for Allah. तो उसके नाम पर आइडियोलॉजी जो है अल्लाह से कनेक्ट किया. अल्लाह मतलब क्या? मतलब अपने भगवान से. और उनकी इच्छा ये है. That radicalization, getting, see this thing, systematically और step by step manner एक young mind को influence करता है. Because if you have gone through developmental psychology, then young mind, particularly after teenage and all, and during teenage, are very susceptible to rebellion philosophy. उनको लगता है इस दुनिया में justice नहीं है. If you have gone through Elizabeth Hurlock book or any other book in developmental psychology, you will find that young minds are more prone to rebellion things. वो अभी हमारे पास critical thinking आ गया, भाई हम लोग करेंगे, लेकिन young mind are not so critical. They want change, they want rapid change, radical change, total change. उनको लगता है कि वर्ल्ड में बहुत सुधार की जरूरत है. So when it comes to our own group, social identity theory says that you identify this one, and here if you say that this ideology belongs to, Henry Tesfel has given social identity theory, and suppose as a leader I convey this one, that this philosophy is very important for our life. हमारा हिंदुइज्म का जैसे है कि जब हम लोग बड़ा एग्रेसिव हिंदुइज्म आजकल कर रहे हैं कि भाई जय श्री राम कह देते हैं, राम राम जय श्री राम, जो भी हम लोग करते रहे, लेकिन उनका एग्रेशन ज़्यादा है. सपोज कि आई सब्सक्राइब टू दिस व्यू, आई एम नॉट क्रिटिसाइजिंग एनीवन, या अल्लाह अकबर कह लिया, या कोई अपने अपने तरीके से हमास है या इज़राइल है या अलकायदा है या IS तो कहते, अगर उनका सोच क्या है कि दैट दिस इज द फिलोसफी इज अ अल्टीमेट बिलीव्स. फिलोसफी इज व्हाट? इट प्रोपेगेट्स सम बिलीव्स, एंड इफ इट इज इन ब्लैक एंड वाइट, either or, life is not always either or. So you say that either you are in favor of Allah or you are not in favor of. So see, this is a black and white philosophy that radicalizes the mind of the young mind, you can say, and that gives some root also and reinforces also. See, One is root cause and some is a reinforcing cause. So it gives roots also and it goes reinforcing also. If you look at the whole map of the terrorism, there are social factor also, leadership also, and then philosophical part also. So here only one part has been asked, that to what extent role of ideology is critical for understanding terrorism. So ideology is definitely a vantage point to understand terrorism. Getting and because see, all the terrorism and the leader have some philosophy, they try to propagate that philosophy, and because of that thing they justify extreme actions, extermination. See this? Extreme actions है. Discrimination is justified because of this philosophy. तुम इस चीज को नहीं मानते, तुम्हें मर ही जाना ठीक है. See this. So this radicalization will say. But now question is this thing: to what extent it explain all sort of terrorism is not just because of this thing. There may be some other factor as well. For example, if you keep some group deprived of something, political right of something, then to what, for how long that person will maintain cool and calm? Question is this thing. So there are systemic things, something that is rooted in social discrimination and justice, political rights. So some things, the ideology is one thing, and definitely it add to our understanding of this. I have given example of all these things, but there are other factors as well. Fundamentalism is ideology, but there are other factors as well. Suppose पंजाब में KPS गिल जो थे, वो का देखो दौर में क्या था कि यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा फैक्टर तो ये नहीं है कि आइडियोलॉजी से इन्फ्लुएंस हो रहे हैं, इनके पास जॉब नहीं है और वे इन्फ्लुएंस हो जाते हैं, वो कुछ काम मिल जाता है इनको. एक प्रकाश सिंह हुए थे, वो बहुत ही नागालैंड वगैरह में पोस्टेड हुए, वो पुलिस रिफॉर्म पे काफ़ी वर्क किया, एंड ही हैज़ रिटन बुक ऑल्सो. So he also says that many of the individuals who are young, they are not very, because of philosophy. There are other factors as well. So ये सब मैं जैसे नाम बताता हूँ, आपको भी अपने आंसर में इस तरह की चीज़ों का यूज़ करना चाहिए, because there is not one psychologist who will come and tell that this is the cause of the terrorism. It is a reality and it is a multidisciplinary things. This reality require multidisciplinary approach to understand. Only psychologist, or it is the beyond the scope of the only psychology or political analyst or sociologist. ये कोई एकेडमिक चीज़ें नहीं है, रियल ग्राउंड की चीज़ें, एंड इसमें मल्टी डायमेंशनल चीज़ें की ज़रूरत होती है, मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होती है. कम फॉरवर्ड. सो व्हेन यू से दैट philosophy is there, yes, philosophy do play a role, but you must tell that there are other factors as well, and you should write that this is not adequate enough to say that only philosophy is there, but definitely philosophy is there. Okay, so this one is the basic idea. I have given you a basic idea about this thing. See, different people will write the answer in different way, and if there is merit, person will get marks. It is not to say that only I have empowered you. I have not given you dictation that first line will be this, second line will be this. I hope you are mature enough and you have taken class. Suppose you have background or you have taken coaching or this, you have done everything. That is why you have answer writing skill. I believe this thing. I see. If you do not have that kind of thing, you can think of joining some test series. You can try our test series also. If you have not taken coaching, then you must take, because in optional, you will require some help, speedy help. One person was asking that, can I prepare psychology without taking any coaching? My plain answer is yes, but it will take time. So it will definitely take more time. The expert is guiding. Suppose so many things I have guided you. So if step by step, there are only 14 chapters in paper 2 and 14 chapters in paper 1. So not very difficult. In 4 months, if you take coaching, things will be very palatable for you. And if you have not taken, suppose you have just read and you have not done answer writing. Yesterday I was talking with a person who has given mains examination, was not performed well. So we say, did you take coaching? Well, no. So did you do answer writing? No. So how can you perform this? So be rational and be open, and be scientific in approach. तो जहाँ कहीं भी ज़रूरत हो यू कैन कंसल्ट योर टीचर वेर एवर यू आर इन इंडिया. इफ़ यू वांट टू ज्वाइन आवर लाइव ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, मैं अपनी क्लास को भी थोड़ा प्रमोट कर लेता हूँ. तो आई एम अवेलेबल हियर. I take a class late evening that you can think of joining. You can think of joining our very beautiful test series जो अभी आ रहा है, जिसमें गैप भी है, प्रीलिम्स का ब्रेक भी है, तो आप उसको ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. ये सब 14th और अक्टूबर के आसपास शुरू होंगे. सो यू कैन थिंक ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग दैट थिंग. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग दैट ओनली दिस वन, वेयर एवर यू आर एंड वट एवर सुटेबल थिंग्स आर अवेलेबल फॉर यू, you must take help of the expert teacher. Then your path will be simpler. पता है ना कि माउंट एवरेस्ट पे जाना हो, कोई शेरपा हो तो आपके कोई गाइड हो तो आपका काम आसान हो जाए. दिस इज द थिंग. आई होप आई मेड your I gave this outline and you made most of it, and those who will watch this video later will enjoy that. Thank you very much.